Hey, what's up, man? This is your boy, Yah's Chosen One. We are in the great book of Leviticus. We on chapter 19. Hope you enjoyed 18. Hope you got a lot of information out of 18 about lust and unlawful marriages. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue right here. And Yah spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Yasharallah, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, Yah, your power, am holy. So we want to be like the Most High. We have to be holy like the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you be like the Most High. You shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Shabbats. I am Yah, your power. So the Shabbats, your feast days and your rest days shouldn't you shouldn't compromise your feast days for these holidays they have now, Christmas, Easter, all that stuff. You have feast days. You are separated from that. If you want to be like the Most High, sorry about that, man. If you want to be like the Most High, you need to separate yourself. Okay. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make you to yourselves molten gods, lowercase g. I am Yah, your power. Don't bow down to crosses. Don't bow down to figurines of Mary and the what is it called? I can't even think about it. But it's clear right here. Don't bow down to graven images and idols that you think are gods. I don't care if you paint your whole shoe of black. That's still an idol. That's an imagery of a god, and that's stupid. And that's why I don't have any kind of figurines or anything like that about any kind of god in my house, man. Anything like that. And if ye offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto Yah, ye shall offer it at your own will. It shall be eaten the same day ye offer it, and on the morrow, if you out remain unto the third day, it shall be burnt in fire. So if you're doing, back then, if you was doing fire, peace offerings, then, it had to be eaten up by the third day. And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. It shall not be accepted. And, you should have eaten, and that's a good measure. That's a really good measure when you like eating food. How long do you keep it, in the refrigerator before it becomes old and nasty? 3 days, 2 or 3 days, Unless you got like canned goods, I guess you can keep it. But as far as this meat is concerned, that's a good measure right there. Therefore, every man that eateth it shall bear his iniquity, because he hath profaned the hallowed thing of Yah, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am Yah, your power. So that's a very good verse right there. Even though you're harvesting things, and it can go parallel today with making money, you know what I'm saying? It's the Most High is saying here that there are going to be poor people in the world. You know what I'm saying? He is saying there will be poor people, and even the strangers that cometh that are less fortunate. You are to leave some crops for them, so they can eat of it. It's not like your land anyway. This is your earth given to you, but the earth is still Yah's. And if he wants crops to come up, then those crops will be allowed. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie to one another. Don't lie to one another, man. Don't steal from one another. That's why when I see all these world stop hip hop video, people stealing and everything, it ticks me off. And ye shall not swear by my name falsely. So that's good. People say goddamn and all that. Well, God isn't his name, so I can care less about Baal. That's not his name. Don't swear by his name falsely. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yah. So never profane his name. If you call his name out, you better be asking for something. Don't profane his name. Don't be like, people's like, God dang, or good God. Well, who gives a damn about God? That's just that's Baal. That's just a title, and it's a bad title. If you know his name, don't profane it. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. So don't defraud your neighbor. Don't rob your neighbor. Don't even be covetous towards your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear your power. I am Yah. He shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. So when you judge somebody, don't look at him because he has a big house, fancy car. Don't look at this one living in the projects or in the hood. You judge them by their righteousness. If they're out there doing right, this poor person out here in the projects in the ghetto, you see them struggling, but they're doing right. I judge them by that. I don't judge them by being a product of the environment. And if I see this rich guy over here, if he's cool, he has, everything, and you think he's living righteously and not being conniving like Creflo Dollar and everything like that, I judge him by his righteousness, his character. I don't judge him by, what he has. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any way wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. All right. Don't hate him. It's okay to dislike him. If he did something to you, it's okay, but don't hate him fully. You know what I'm saying? There's people I dislike. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean I hate them. I'll pray for them, but, nobody's stupid. The Most High is saying, don't be stupid. Just like in the previous verse, you judge them by their righteousness. If the Creflo Dollar is doing wrong, I don't hate the guy, but I see the unrighteousness. I don't like him, but I'm not going to hate him. And and the Most High will deal with him. He'll deal with things like that, with like apostasies like that. The Most High will deal with that. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yah. Again, don't avenge anybody. Don't hold a grudge against anybody. But then again, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has done something to you repeatedly, don't keep falling for the same okie doke. You know what I'm saying? No need for vengeance. Unless somebody tries to attack you, then you defend yourself. But don't need for vengeance. You let them keep doing what they do. Matter of fact, even pray for them from time to time, that they change their ways. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. So you shouldn't even be mixing your cattle with different kind. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. There's something about what these scientists are trying to do today, trying to mingle DNA and try to make these hybrids of everything. And the Most High has a specific way of doing things. Even your clothes that you wear. Now, truly, a lot of us are getting back to wearing garments that will, what is this? What do I want to say? Garments that would be accepted by this verse right here. They're getting back to those garments. If you work a job where you gotta wear pants and stuff, you gotta look nice and professional. A lot of times it's gonna be blended in with cotton and nylon and everything like that. We understand that. We're getting back into the word. We're getting back into things that were taken away from us. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we shouldn't even be wearing like my shirt I got on. I'm pretty sure it's mixed right now. And that's on me. And just things we got to change, Yasharallah. And we're going to change it. We're going to get right. There's a lot of things that was taken from us. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid or a slave, betrothed to a husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death because she was not free. Okay, let's read that again. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, bondmaid means a servant, and you have sex with her, betrothed to an husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death because she was not free. Now, if you have a slave with this bondmaid, oh man, I don't know what a wasp get in here. 1 second. I can't have that thing flying around. That time of year. Jeez whiz. Sorry about that, man. Crazy video. It's getting close to that time in spring where all the animals getting to come together, insects. Yikes. Alright. Let me make sure this mother dead. Hold up. Alright, dead. Okay. So yeah, so that was interesting, man. I'm just thinking back to slavery and stuff. Man, a lot of us but that was in bondage. It's a little different. This is among ourselves. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto Ayah, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before Ayah for his sin which he have done, and the sin which he have done shall be forgiven him. So there is a sin to take this woman carnally, and you know she was already betrothed to be married. Of course that's a sin. And when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manner of trees for food, then ye shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. 3 years shall it be as uncircumcised unto you, it shall not be eaten of. But in the 4th year, all the fruit thereof shall be holy to praise Ayah withal. Interesting. Interesting. And in the 5th year shall ye eat of the fruit thereof, that it may yield unto you the increase thereof. I am Ayah, your power. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times. Ye shall not enchantment or observe times. So that's the how am I missing words today? But the zodiac and everything. You shouldn't be looking at all that, the astrological things. You shouldn't be looking at all that. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Well, we're supposed to keep a beard. We're supposed to keep a beard. Now, I understand some of you are in the workplace and you got to be clean shaven and stuff like that. I'm in kind of like that in that environment too. But according to our laws, man, we are supposed to keep it. And, you know, I've been trying to tell my boss, I'm growing a little bit beard. I'm going to continue to try to grow one. You know, I understand, you know, when you come in contact with people, if you have a profession like that, I understand that. But if you keep it nice and groomed, it shouldn't be a problem. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. You see, any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. That's no matter if you're for sacrificing or if you put like remembrance of your baby or remembrance of your mom or any kind of etchings in your skin. Nor print any marks upon you. There you go. That's your tattoos. I am Ayah. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. So y'all, these people, you look up to these pimps, you know, and they whoring around, you know, these people. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody, maybe even somebody's mother out there, man. You're making Yasha Allah look bad. Ye shall keep my Shabbats and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yah. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am Yah, your power. Don't look to women or dudes who read tarot cards or read the palm of your hands and spirits like that. Don't look to them, man. You're supposed to look to Yah all the time. I don't care if it's in fun. I don't care what it is. Don't look to mediums and spirits and witches and warlocks and stuff like that. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear your power. I am Yah. Honor the face of that old man. You see somebody out there, an old couple out there, man. They live life, man. They live life. They've been through it. They haven't been killed. They haven't been. They probably some rough things that happened to them, but they have lots of tons of knowledge and wisdom, and you respect that old man. Make sure respect is given. I mean, respect has to be earned. So if they're out there doing craziness, not saying you got to respect everybody, but if you see that couple, honor that man. It's like, man, he's lived his life. He's done. He must have did some things right. He's still kicking. And if a stranger soldier with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. Look at that. Don't oppress him. And I think that's in in our hearts, man. As a people, that's why we accept strangers so easily. We accept people into Yahshua Allah so easily. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have no problem dealing with Asian people and European people. Or native people. We have no problem. We want them to mix in the hip hop. We have no problem with that. I think we do a good job of that. And when the kingdom becomes ours, we're gonna see that it's a righteous kingdom. I can see good things happening in Yahshua Allah that's forming, because I think people love us. They don't want to be us, but they love us. But I think when people embrace what we do, how talented we are, and how humble we are, then people embrace that and people are happy. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be as one born amongst you, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am Yah, your power. So if you have strangers that dwell with you, you are to accept them, as long as they do the will of Yah and follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Then you're gonna love them the way that we were, because we was in Egypt. We were slaves once, and we were slaves here in America, which is the modern day Egypt again, Babylon. And if somebody wants to become part of Yahshua Allah, you got to remember where you came from, because then you become like the oppressor. You become one of them, and the people that you hated so much, now you're going to be that person. Now you're going to become that person that they are, because you're going to start oppressing. That's wrong. Just balances. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in measure, in weight, or in measure. Just balances, just weights, just ephah, and just hens shall ye have. I am Yah, your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe all my statutes, all my judgments, and do them. I am Yah. Man, what an awesome chapter that was, man. What an awesome chapter. That was Leviticus chapter 19. In this, man, there was some great things. It's just a bunch of laws that apply to Yahshua Allah and people that wants to come and become part of Yahshua Allah too. Remember, he started off, man, we are a holy people. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is holy. So